Dragon Ball starts holding tight to thigh 18. Chapter 111. The Qigong waves in Broly's hand gradually shrunk. The huge fireball that had originally expanded was only billowing smoke. Behind the smoke, a huge ravine appeared on the Wampa Star. The huge ravine seemed to have shaved a middle score for Wampa Star. Roar! Broly threw his head back and growled. It's like celebrating the destruction of a formidable enemy. Although he was not conscious now, he did not think that Mo Yuan could survive his all-out attack. Click! A subtle sound of electricity reached Broly's ears. Broly stopped roaring and looked in the direction of the smoke. A gentle breeze slowly carries the smoke away. The familiar figure appeared in front of him again. Broly felt like he was going crazy. How could this person be haunted? In his impression, he had killed Mo Yuan 3 times. As a result, the person is always alive and reappears. And when he reappears, his strength will increase again. He didn't understand. Is it me or you? The purple gold aura on Mo Yuan's body condensed, and black electric arcs lingered throughout his body. The moment when Broly's 2 Qigong bombs were about to hit him, Mo Yuan directly opened the Super 2 form. The 500-fold increase made Mo Yuan's combat effectiveness soar directly to 100 trillion, and the actual combat effectiveness reached 2000 trillion. Broly's attacks hit him like a tickle. It can't break his defenses at all. Mo Yuan looked at Broly, and the corners of his mouth rose slightly. This time it's my turn. Mo Yuan is not ready to stay this time. Broly's combat effectiveness is estimated to have reached the limit, and there is no way to improve it. Now all he has to do is knock Broly unconscious, or beat him until he can't maintain this state and regain consciousness. Roar! Broly went crazy again, completely ignoring the aura on Mo Yuan's body that was more than twice as strong as himself. It's like a hungry tiger pounces. Broly's huge body pounced directly. Mo Yuan's body sank, dodging Broly's bear hug, and his unpretentious fist slammed into his stomach from the bottom up. Broly was directly blasted into the sky by this punch. Mo Yuan looked at the rising Broly and smiled slightly, and then used the teleportation to disappear in place. The next moment it appeared above Broly. The thick tail was like a giant whip, pumping Broly's back. Bang! Bang bang! Mo Yuan began to exercise his tail. Broly was like a huge leather ball, pumped around by Mo Yuan in the air. In less than a minute, Broly was covered in red marks. The left and right cheeks were also beaten red. Broly roared in the air, trying to fight back. Unfortunately, Mo Yuan's speed was so fast that he couldn't even touch it. A large amount of gas gathered in the air of Broly. Just as he was about to shoot the breath out of his mouth, Mo Yuan suddenly appeared, and his thick tail pumped fiercely on Broly's mouth, giving him a big baby. Boom! Green energy exploded in Broly's mouth, blowing him up at once. If you have gas, you can also hold it for me. If you can't swallow it, I will help you swallow it. Looking at Broly who smoked in his mouth, Mo Yuan said lightly. Where could Broly swallow this breath? The energy of the whole body condenses on the surface of the body, and the whole body becomes green, looking very healthy and energetic. As Broly roared, countless rays of green light shot out from him. His whole person seemed to transform into a green sun, illuminating the whole world. Dense green rays shoot out irregularly, making indiscriminate attacks. Mo Yuan directly rushed towards Broly with a green light. Countless rays of green light shot on Mo Yuan's body, like rain dripping into the sea, which could not cause any harm at all. In a flash, Mo Yuan appeared behind Broly. Holding your palm open to the back of Broly's head is a big pocket. The crisp sound of popping means that Broly's head melon is not a bad melon, but it is just a little empty. Mo Yuan grabbed Broly's hair and pressed him out of the air to the ground. Broly's face was like a soil turner, rubbed madly by Mo Yuan on the ground. Now the whole world is a lot quieter because Broly couldn't shout out. He only needs one mouth, and his mouth is filled with soil. Suddenly, Broly's hands grabbed Mo Yuan's hands and wanted to shake him away. In Broly's big hand, Mo Yuan's arm was like a thin wooden stick. But with such a thin arm, Broly couldn't shake it. Mo Yuan rolled over and stepped on Broly's back, sliding quickly like a skateboard. Sometimes he lifted Broly's head to catch his breath. But every time this guy Broly made him gasp, he opened his mouth to scream. So Mo Yuan pressed Broly to the ground again when he was about to shout. After eating a few mouthfuls of soil, Mo Yuan finally cured Broly's bad problem of being like to scream. I don't know when. Broly has fainted. The hair also returned to black. Mo Yuan quickly slammed on Broly's butt brakes. Sting. The huge inertia still made Broly slide out tens of meters before breaking. I have to say that Broly's physical fitness is still quite strong. After sliding on the ground for so long, there was not a single wound on the surface of the body. It's just that the clothes are a little torn, and some soil has entered the nose, mouth, and ears. Mo Yuan slapped a palm on Broly's stomach. In an instant, the dirt in Broly's body was shaken out. Then, Mo Yuan treated Broly again. After a while, all the injuries in Broly's body were healed. Who are you? Not long after, Broly woke up slowly, looked at the stranger next to him, and asked. My name is Mo Yuan. I announce, you have been arrested. Question mark. Broly looked confused. Who am I? Where am I? What happened? Why is it about to be arrested? Mo Yuan felt out a few photos and threw them in front of Broly. Did you kill these people? Broly picked up the photo and looked at the strangers inside, even more puzzled. I haven't seen them. What about these people? Mo Yuan threw a few more photos to him. When Broly saw these photos, his face changed greatly, a fierce aura emerged, and green energy loomed. Calm down. Mo Yuan's hand pressed on Broly's head, and the powerful force directly suppressed the power he was about to erupt. These people are space pirates, and my subordinates came to this place to hunt them down, and then disappeared here. According to my investigation, they should have been killed by you. They killed my father. Who? Them. Broly pointed to the pictures of the space pirates. What about my subordinates? I don't know. After seeing my father killed, I went crazy, and I don't know what happened next. Broly lowered his head, a little sad. In addition to them, some of my subordinates who came here today were also killed by you. Let's talk about it. How to solve it? Broly looked at Mo Yuan blankly. I don't know. Growing up so big, it was the first time he faced this kind of thing, and the kind-hearted Broly knew that he had killed so many people by mistake, and his heart was also very uncomfortable. In that case, you will follow me to atone for your sins in the future. Good. Broly agreed without thinking. Looking at Broly, who nodded obediently, a treacherous smile flashed in Mo Yuan's eyes. Chapter 112. Mo Yuan took out a universal capsule and threw it to the ground. After a puff of smoke from Boom, a whole bunch of delicacies appeared out of thin air. Suddenly, the alluring aroma wafted freely in the air, breaking into Broly's nose without warning. Goo tilde. A deafening protest sounded in his stomach. Those ignorant eyes stared at the food on the ground without blinking. Mo Yuan smiled. Eat. You're welcome. Then, he sat down and took the food and ate it. After fighting for a while, I was also a little hungry. Broly was also not polite, and after Mo Yuan let him eat, he began to eat Stormy. The big stick of meat the size of a head is swallowed into the stomach in 2 bites. Broly, who grew up eating the giant spiders on Wampa Star, was the first time he had eaten such delicious food. Can't stop at all. It didn't take long for this large pile of food to be dazzled by Broly. Broly picked up the Coke next to him and wanted to drink it, but he shook it a few times, and the water never came out. This way, Mo Yuan also picked up a bottle of Coke, opened the cap, and gave him a demonstration. Broly nodded, then turned the cap of the Coke bottle in his hand. Poof! In Mo Yuan's expectant gaze, Coke was like a fountain, and he sprayed Broly unexpectedly. Ha 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 ha. This is a cola, you can't shake it before drinking it, otherwise it will be like you are now. Mo Yuan laughed. Broly nodded his head in confusion, completely unaware that Mo Yuan was teasing him. Sticking out his tongue and licking the Coke on his face, Broly's eyes lit up for a moment. Sweet. Broly couldn't wait to pick up the Coke and drink it. The dense bubbles exploded in the mouth, and the cold cola went down the throat into the stomach, and the pleasant feeling was indescribable, and it was so good that the scalp was numb. It's just one word, cool. Ah tilde, it's delicious. Hiccup tilde. Speaking of which, Broly is still quite pitiful. Since childhood, he has eaten giant spiders on Wampa Stars, and has not even drunk water. Not to mention Coke. His father also treated him like a dog and put an electric shock collar on him in order to control him. But now that the collar is gone, it is estimated that it was blown up when he was crazy himself. As a person with such high combat effectiveness, how could he be limited by a collar? It was only Broly who voluntarily wore it for his father's sake. After a full meal, Mo Yuan was ready to test Broly's combat effectiveness and verify his ideas. Broly, you raised your combat effectiveness to the highest. Broly nodded, then began to exert his strength. 50 billion? Mo Yuan fell into deep thought. If 50 billion is Broly's highest combat power, then Broly's combat power in the super form has increased by 1,600 times. How is this possible? Fused with 4 bloodlines, the Super One is only a 100-fold increase. Broly, show me you when you turn into a Super Saiyan. Super Saiyan? Broly looked at Mo Yuan suspiciously. He had heard the word Super Saiyan in the mouth of Paragus, but if he was told to change, he didn't know how to do it at all. You concentrate your chi on your back, sense that power, and stimulate him. For Broly's combat effectiveness, there is no need to rely on anger stimulation. Naturally, you can become a Super Saiyan. Broly followed what Mo Yuan said, concentrated his chi on his back, and soon, he sensed a powerful force. Boom! Golden aura emerged from Broly's body, and his black hair was instantly dyed golden, and at the same time, the muscles on his body also swelled in a large circle. Mo Yuan felt Broly's current breath in the form of 4 trillion Super Saiyan 1. Broly's combat effectiveness has increased from 50 billion to 4 trillion, which is an increase of 80 times. And looking at his transformed form, it is a bit similar to the temporary muscle form of the Trunks Super Saiyan. I just don't know if Broly in this form will also reduce his speed. Is this a Super Saiyan? Broly was a little surprised, and it was the first time he felt the majestic power in his body. When he transformed before, he was in an unconscious state. Mo Yuan saw that Broly did not go crazy and lost his mind after turning into a Super Saiyan. and nodded. This shows that his conjecture is most likely correct. Mo Yuan had a conjecture after seeing Broly's normal combat effectiveness. Broly's 1,600-fold increase is likely to be an alternative Super 4-way transformation. Super Saiyan 4 is to superimpose the Super Saiyan state after becoming a giant ape, and then return to human form. As a result, the 10-fold increase in the giant ape form is superimposed on the 400-fold increase of the Super 3 form, and the Super 4 has a 4,000-fold increase. And Broly has the power of a giant ape in human form, and then becomes a Super Saiyan. In fact, Broly in that state is equivalent to a golden giant ape, because he has not recovered his senses. But if you do the math, he should only have an 800-fold increase. Is Broly like him? The increase in the beast form is more than 10 times. When Mo Yuan was in dragon form, it had a 50-fold increase, but this was only possible by fusing 4 powerful bloodlines. Don't feel that the increase in combat effectiveness is too large. The challenge of leapfrogging in the later stage is not something that can be done simply by increasing the range. Here is a sail. And if Broly follows the algorithm that Mo Yuan just had, his giant ape form will increase by 20 times. It can only be said that it is worthy of being a Super Saiyan, and the Super 1 form is stronger than ordinary Saiyans, and even the giant ape form is stronger than others. If Broly can overcome the weakness that he loses his mind when he is in his giant ape form, then he is equivalent to Goku opening the 20x Realm King Fist without injury. And in the future, he can take the Super 4 route without taking the Super 4 route, and he is equivalent to having both Super 4 and Super Saiyan forms. Terror. Mo Yuan no longer dared to imagine how powerful Broly could be at that time. Then Mo Yuan tested Broly's speed again. After a simple handover, Mo Yuan can determine that the Broly Super 1 form has an 80-fold increase, not by reducing the speed of the power to increase, but by increasing the speed and strength at the same time. So Broly's biggest problem now is that he will lose his mind when he turns into a humanoid great ape. It's a pity that Broly doesn't have Saiyan royal blood, otherwise, he can be like Vegeta and turn into a great ape without losing his mind. Broly suddenly found that there was still a powerful force in his body. He touched the force carefully. Boom! A powerful force instantly filled his whole body, and the golden and arrogant and hair were dyed grass green in a blink of an eye. The muscles of the whole body swelled again, turning into a muscular man of about 3 meters, and a terrifying fierce aura emanated from Broly's body. Suddenly, Broly seemed to turn into a terrifying bloodthirsty beast. Chapter 113. Broly's change interrupted Mo Yuan's thinking. However, although Broly changed into a supernatural form, he did not lose his mind. It seems that only the form of a humanoid giant ape will make him lose his mind. If this is the case, Mo Yuan wants to see if Shenlong can solve the problem of Broly. If he could, Broly would be a perfect fighter. Go! Mo Yuan excitedly patted Broly's shoulder. Huh? Before Broly could react, he found himself in another place. By this time, it was getting late on Earth. His wife and children and Bu are all at home. Dad. Wow, this uncle is so tall. Broly, who was in supernatural form, was immediately taken aback by Kinyin. Broly, who is about 3 meters, is more than a meter taller than Mo Yuan. Kinyin stood next to him, and he was not as long as Broly's legs. Lazily took the spatula and asked, "Husband, he is?" Mo Yuan patted Broly's arm. "Let me introduce you, this is named Broly, and like Goku Vegeta, he is a Saiyan." Then he introduced Broly to his family. "Okay, you take Uncle Broly to watch TV, and my mother and I will go and prepare dinner for you." Mo Yuan ordered Kinyin and Tanlin, and then went to the kitchen with Lazily to prepare dinner. "Uncle Broly, you're so tall. And how is your hair green?" Uncle Goku and Uncle Vegeta are also Saiyan, but they are both black-haired. Tanlin and Kinyin were like curious babies, circling around Broly. Only then did Broly realize that he was still transforming into form, and quickly put away his power. The hair turned back black and the muscles on the body contracted. After a while, he changed from a height of about 3 meters to about 1.9 meters. Broly doesn't have the data to say how tall, but in the anime it's about half a head taller than Goku at 175, so it's almost 190. Wow! The two little ones chatted around Broly again. After dinner, Mo Yuan took the Dragon Ball and summoned the Divine Dragon. "Say your wishes, no matter what wishes I can help you fulfill." Let Broly not lose his mind after transforming. Shenlong's eyes flashed a few times. "Well, your wish has come true." After fulfilling his wish, the dragon turned into light again and disappeared, and the Dragon Ball also turned into stone and flew back into Lazily's hand. "Broly, try your humanoid giant ape form." Mo Yuan couldn't wait for Broly to try it. Soon, Broly's body began to glow green. A beastly violent aura emanated from him. This time, though, Broly didn't lose his mind. Looking at the green chi on Broly, who had turned into the form of a humanoid giant ape, Mo Yuan thought of a question. Broly's form increased by 10 times more than other Saiyans, perhaps due to the influence of that advanced energy. "You try to become a Super Saiyan again?" Broly nodded. According to the previous Mo Yuan teaching, the golden chi and the green chi superimposed. The 80 trillion terrifying power burst out in an instant. Sure enough, as Mo Yuan guessed, Broly's transformation is actually the same as the principle of Super 4. Then Broly turned into a super form again, still without problems. After making sure that there was no problem, Mo Yuan was completely relieved. Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Ah! Goku screamed silently in space. The person who caused him to scream again and again was none other than Broly. Stop! Goku spreads his 5 fingers to stop Broly's atrocities. Action Director, Kang. He is now blue and purple, and he looks miserable. Broly forced himself to endure the inexplicable anger in his heart and stopped the action in his hand that was preparing to violently hit Goku. Broly, why do you hit me every time like you're taking revenge? Goku complained, rubbing the painful areas on his body. Not to mention Goku, Broly himself is also very strange. He can't help but get angry when he sees Goku. If it weren't for the side effects of transformation that had been eliminated, he might not be able to control himself directly. Although he can maintain his sanity now, he can't help but punch hard when fighting Goku. I don't know why, I always feel angry when I fight you, but I don't know what I'm angry about. Mo Yuan, who knew the truth, laughed and said nothing. But he couldn't explain it. Can't tell them that it was actually Goku's crying when he was a child that scared Broly, so now Broly hates Goku so much. Right? There's no way to explain it. This stuff was more than 30 years ago, and even the two parties of Goku and Broly forgot about it. Speaking of Broly, you seem to be my age, right? Goku said suddenly. Broly nodded. Well, what's wrong? I thought, did we have some conflict when we were kids? Because my head hit a stone when I was a child, my memories of Vegeta Star are gone. Maybe. I don't know, I can't remember Vegeta's memory. Since you can't remember exactly, can you start lightly next time? Just a little. Goku made a gesture that a certain countryman would orgasm. I try to control it. Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? After watching Broly's transformation, he also thought about whether he could also be like Broly, first have the power of a beast form in human form, and then transform on this basis. After all, he will not lose his mind when transforming, and it should be much easier to do than Broly. Maybe you can break through to the Super 4 form in one fell swoop. Mo Yuan began to use the power in his core. Soon, Mo Yuan felt that his body began to change, and he tried to suppress the changes in his body. While using the power of the cow force to increase its own strength, he suppressed the changes in his body. Sweat slipped down Mo Yuan's face. Soon, just a little. Rumble. Ha ha ha, finally succeeded. Mo Yuan laughed excitedly. It took him half a day, and he finally succeeded. Now he can also have a 50x increase in dragon form when he is in human form. Let's try again to see if the magnitude of transformation can be added up. Mo Yuan did not forget the most important thing. After all, it is useless to increase only when the human form has the dragon form. It is necessary that the increase of the two patterns can be superimposed. Chapter 114. Try it first. Mo Yuan induced the power in the bloodline. In an instant, a huge force ran rampant inside him. This kind of power can only be experienced when he becomes a Super 3rd. But now, he can raise his combat power to the same as the Super 3 form just in the Super 1 form. From the appearance point of view, in Mo Yuan's purple blonde hair, the purple became a little deeper, and the chi was the same, and the chi looked more solid, like a real flame. Next Super 2, with an increase of 25,000 times, the combat effectiveness soared directly to 5,000 trillion. With an increase of more than 3 and 250,000 times, the combat effectiveness broke through the threshold of the trillion level and directly reached 5 Beijing. The body is like storing the energy of a small world. Mo Yuan felt that he could break the void with a slight movement. 5 Jing's combat strength, another 10,000 times, can defeat the normal Gogeta. In his current form, it can already be regarded as an increase in the Super 4 level, but the appearance has not become Super 4. Mo Yuan thought of a possibility. If he changed the steps of transformation, would he be able to turn into a Super 4th form? After all, it was too difficult to find another high-level energy. Although Mo Yuan, the high-level energy in Broly's body, already understood it, he couldn't find this energy in heaven and earth. Mo Yuan suspected that this energy, like the silver energy in the Yuan Qi in his body, was the energy generated by the re-evolution of high-level energy, and it might even be one of the divine powers. That's why he said that Broly was born with divine power, a true innate divine power. And Mo Yuan felt that Broly did not fully exert the power in his body, and may not even exert 1,000th of his strength. If Broly can perfectly use the power in his body, it is estimated that Mo Yuan will not be able to defeat him now. Mo Yuan dissolved the transformation and used the power in his core again. Now he can instantly transform into 2 forms with the power in his core. Roar! A huge purple divine dragon appeared in the universe. Mo Yuan did not suppress the body shape after the transformation. He is now light years in size. A flick of its tail can smash a small galaxy the size of the solar system. Mo Yuan once again turned into the Super 3 form on the basis of the dragon form. Soon, Purple gold flames wrapped the dragon, and the width of each black lightning bolt exceeded the size of the planet. If the surrounding planets are accidentally touched by this lightning, they will disintegrate in an instant, and there is not even a little slag left. The original purple scales were also plated with a faint layer of gold. The next step is to change yourself back into human form without changing your strength. Mo Yuan stabilized the strength in his body and controlled his body size to shrink. Under Mo Yuan's control, the surface of the divine dragon began to glimmer faintly. The huge divine dragon shrank little by little. As time passed, Mo Yuan's body shrank from a length of several light years to a length of only tens of meters. Mo Yuan tried his best to control it, and the light on the surface of the divine dragon became stronger and stronger. The entire divine dragon seemed to turn into light, shining like a small sun, shining on this space. The light and shadow of the dragon shape changed little by little, gradually turning into a human form. Click is like the sound of broken glass. The light instantly dissipated. Abominable. Almost just when he was about to transform into human form, a barrier appeared. This barrier seemed to be very weak, but Mo Yuan could not help him. Finally, when he planned to forcibly break through this barrier, the power in his body suddenly became uncontrollable. Then he went back to normal. It seems that it still can't work. You still have to find another high-level energy. Mo Yuan is a little pity, but this was also expected by him. It's best to break through the Super 4 in one fell swoop, and it doesn't matter if you can't. With his current strength, although he is not the strongest, there is still no problem with self-preservation. Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Golden. Autumn. Autumn is high and cool. The autumn sun is warm and not as hot as summer. Lazily wears headphones and sits on a swing under a tree in the yard reading a book. Dappled sunlight shone sparsely on her through the shade of the trees. The gentle breeze was like a mischievous little hand, brushing the hem of her white skirt and ruffling a strand of golden hair. Sunshine, trees, and girls make up the most beautiful picture in the world. At least in Mo Yuan's eyes. This beautiful lady, I have an appointment with you, do I? The fiery red roses rushed into the girl's eyes. The girl slowly closed the book, did not take the rose, and had a faint smile on her eyebrows. This gentleman, I already have 2 6-year-old children. Mo Yuan looked shocked, and said with an exaggerated expression, isn't this a coincidence? I also have 2 6-year-old children. Oh? My son's name is Mo Tanlin, and my daughter's name is Mo Kainian. Coincidentally, my son and daughter are also called by this name. I guess, your husband must be called Mo Yuan, right? Is it a handsome man who looks so handsome that he has no friends? Wrong. Lazily made a big times in front of her chest with both hands. Wrinkling her cute little kind nose, she said, he is a narcissistic stinky brother. So, can this beautiful, generous, gentle and virtuous beautiful sister have a walk and go date with my narcissistic smelly brother? Mo Yuan raised the red rose in his hand to Lazily. Lazily held her hands behind her back, don't look over. But her little eyes kept secretly looking at Mo Yuan. Since my sister doesn't want to, then I can throw this flower. Mo Yuan raised the flower, pretending to throw it away. When it was too late, a pair of slender and white jade-like little hands instantly grabbed the rose in Mo Yuan's hand. Lazily twisted her head, her eyes drifted, and her mouth was vague. I didn't say I didn't want to. Without waiting for a reply for a long time, Lazily turned around and found Mo Yuan looking at herself with a smile. Dry. What for? I didn't do anything. I just thought my sister was still so cute. Huh. What nonsense. Lazily felt a hot breath rush to her face. I'm going to change my clothes. I won't talk to you. Then he turned around and walked quickly into the house with the flowers. Mo Yuan watched lazily disappear from sight, and then sat on the swing and waited slowly. After all, no one will think that a girl saying that changing clothes is really just a simple change of clothes, right? An hour later, lazily changed into the same denim suit as Mo Yuan. The loose denim jacket covers the denim hot pants she wears, making her beautiful legs covered with silk appear straight and slender. The long golden wavy hair naturally drooped, and the light makeup perfected her already beautiful and attractive facial features. Mo Yuan couldn't help but look fooled. Nerd, let's go. Lazily smiled at the corner of her eyes. It is said that women are those who please themselves. Mo Yuan's current expression is the greatest compliment to her. Wait, there's something important that hasn't been done yet. Lazily tilted her head cutely and asked suspiciously, what is important? I'll taste the dessert first. Dessert? Lazily, who was still puzzled, suddenly saw Mo Yuan's handsome face enlarged in her eyes. Chapter 115. Strawberry flavored, a little sweet. Lazily glanced at Mo Yuan charmingly, and said coquettishly, nasty, the lipstick has all fallen off. Then, he took the lipstick and the small mirror from his bag to make up the lipstick. Let's go. Mo Yuan took Lazily's hand and naturally interlocked his fingers. Because he was going on a date, Mo Yuan chose to drive out. Picked a spacious sedan in the garage. Although the motorcycle is good, the sedan is comfortable to sit. As for why not drive a sports car? Mo Yuan and Lazily are both relatively tall, and the space inside the sports car is small, and it is uncomfortable to sit. By the way, What about the children? Fastening her seatbelt, lazily suddenly thought that they still had 2 children. Don't worry, I just sent a message to Lappius and Broly, let them bring it. Except for the first few days of staying at Mo Yuan's house, Broly moved in with Lappius after getting acquainted with other people. Compared to living in a large estate, Broly still prefers the close-to-nature environment of the island. Now Broly has become the chief nanny of the Mo family. Whenever Mo Yuan and lazily wanted the world of 2, the 2 children in Bu would be thrown to him. In fact, at the beginning, Mo Yuan was ready to let Bu be a nanny, but later found out that don't mention it. The 2-meter-tall Bu didn't say that he took care of the children, and it was good not to have 2 children to take care of him. And with Broly, Mo Yuan doesn't have to accompany Wukong and them to cultivate tofen. The difference in level is too great, and there is almost no progress in cultivation. Mo Yuan also has more time to spend with his family. The 2 chatted, and before they knew it, they had arrived at their destination, the amusement park. Since having a child, Mo Yuan and lazily came to the amusement park together for the first time. Perhaps because of weekdays, fewer people come to the amusement park today than on holidays. After queuing for 10 minutes, Mo Yuan bought a ticket. When you go to the amusement park, it is best not to arrange those popular projects at the beginning, otherwise it may be a morning in a row. For example, the first time I went to the roller coaster and waited for almost 2 hours to get on it. Looking at the map on the amusement park manual, Mo Yuan found the nearest item and rotated the coffee cup. Projects like this start with fewer people. After buying a drink, Mo Yuan and lazily held hands and walked over slowly. It is in stark contrast to those next to them who are rushing to arrange the project. There are indeed a lot fewer people on weekdays, and when it comes to holidays, this kind of unpopular project has to be queued for a while at the beginning. As a result, when they walked there this time, they were actually able to sit on it. Sitting in the coffee cup, lazily suddenly pointed in a direction in surprise and said, "Husband, look over there." Looking in the direction lazily was pointing, a straight head of hair peeked out at the edge of the coffee cup. Just by looking at that hairstyle, Mo Yuan recognized that the person was Vegeta. Vegeta actually didn't go to cultivate today, and still came to the amusement park to play. It's just incredible. Since Broly came, Vegeta had cultivated as if he had died. As a Saiyan prince, he is now stronger than him when he encounters a Saiyan at random, and he is so angry that his Tao heart is about to be destroyed. There is no way, he can only put in more effort. Mo Yuan also thought that Vegeta would not take a day off for at least 2 years, but he didn't expect to meet him at the amusement park in just a month. Vegeta strained and expressionlessly sat in a spinning coffee cup. On the other side, Bulma is happily taking a crazy direct shot with her mobile phone. Bulma stood up, walked next to Vegeta, and held up her phone. "Vegeta, take a picture together." Vegeta reluctantly raised his hand and said yes. Bulma happily saved the photos. In order to get Vegeta to accompany her out to play, Bulma used a night of seduction, and finally got Vegeta to agree. Vegeta just regrets it now, very much regret. "Last night, I was actually confused by Bulma, and agreed, and sure enough, a knife on the head of the color word. The ancients sincerely did not deceive me." Although Mo Yuan and lazily saw them, they were not ready to go up to find them. After all, they left their 2 children to live in the world of 2, and it is estimated that people do not want to be disturbed. After a few more relaxed projects, Mo Yuan looked at his watch. It was already past 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Then said to lazily, "Wife, it's already past 12 o'clock, let's go have a meal first, right?" "Okay." Lazily touched her stomach, although she didn't feel hungry, but after getting used to 3 meals a day, she always felt strange not to eat something at mealtime. After a great meal in the restaurant, a new round of fun begins. In the morning, they sit on light projects, and in the afternoon they are ready to find something exciting. Mo Yuan and lazily sat on the roller coaster. Their chi was unloaded, and they experienced this exciting project like 2 ordinary people. The roller coaster rushed down from a height of more than 200 meters, and everyone on the car screamed in fear. Hearing that everyone around them was shouting, Mo Yuan and lazily, who were sitting at the front of the car, also shouted together. But they call it not because they are afraid, but because they are happy. After getting off the roller coaster, they rushed to the next project, already a little high. The sun tilts to the west. Before they knew it, they had almost played all the projects in the amusement park. Lazily held the ice cream and handed it to Mo Yuan's mouth. "Husband." Mo Yuan lightly took a bite on a pink ice cream. "How delicious, right?" "Well." Mo Yuan savored it, strawberry flavored, but not as sweet as you. Lazily suddenly realized something. His face was a little drunk. "I really don't know what you are thinking all day in your head." "Miss you." HMPH. "Slippery." "Am I slippery?" "Have you tasted it?" Lazily nodded solemnly. "Yes, I have tasted it." Mo Yuan. "Well, I did taste it." Seeing that Mo Yuan was speechless, lazily laughed happily. "Sure enough, only magic can defeat magic." Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? There. Sky is getting dark. Dinner they are ready to enjoy on the Ferris wheel of the amusement park. There is a fireworks show at the amusement park at night. They can enjoy a meal while enjoying the beautiful fireworks in the Ferris wheel. It's so beautiful. Lazily leaned into Mo Yuan's arms and looked intently at the fireworks outside. Yes, it's so beautiful. Mo Yuan couldn't help but admire. However, his eyes did not look at the fireworks outside, but focused on Lazily's face. Feeling Mo Yuan's burning gaze, Lazily raised her head. The eyes of the two met. Suddenly, the sound of fireworks exploding outside disappeared, and the whole world went quiet. At this moment, only each other remained between heaven and earth. A pair of white and flawless jade arms hooked Mo Yuan's neck. Mo Yuan slowly lowered his head. Unknowingly, the Ferris wheel also climbed to the top. Chapter 116. Diddy. Alert. An unknown energy reaction has been detected. Please evacuate immediately. Alert. Unknown energy reaction detected. Please evacuate immediately. In a star field at the far edge of the North Milky Way, a spaceship painted with a dragon-shaped symbol of the Celestial Empire sounded the alarm. After hearing the alarm, the spacecraft commander immediately ordered the spacecraft to stop and did not continue to move forward. Look, what is that? A soldier pointed to a spot on the screen and shouted. All eyes are on there. I saw a purple point of light appear on the screen. This point of light is expanding rapidly. In a matter of seconds, it became about the size of a planet. Now it can no longer be said to be a point of light, but a huge purple vortex. Retreat quickly. Retreat quickly. The spaceship commander shouted in horror because they saw that this purple vortex carried a terrifying pulling force. It was devouring everything that passed by. Whether it is a meteorite or a planet, they are all swallowed. Even black holes are doomed. Although they were terrified, they were all professionally trained, and they quickly retreated with the spaceship. While directing, the spacecraft commander also reported the situation here to the headquarters. Behind the spacecraft, the huge purple vortex is still expanding. The most terrifying thing is that this vortex expands faster than the speed of the spacecraft. Quick, speed up, the commander shouted in horror. But the spacecraft has already mentioned the fastest speed. There is no way to go faster. Everyone looked at the gradually approaching purple vortex, revealing a look of despair. And as this vortex gets closer and closer, there will be a growing attraction pulling at the spacecraft. Under the action of this force, the speed of the spacecraft flying slower and slower. It's over. I haven't had a girlfriend yet. I'm going to die. Woo woo. Just when everyone thought they were dead, this purple vortex suddenly stopped expanding. Look, that vortex has stopped. What? Really? All eyes are on the screen again. That purple vortex actually stopped expanding. The desperate crowd rekindled a glimmer of hope. Quick, take this opportunity to escape. Everyone quickly sorted out their emotions and concentrated on manipulating the spaceship. At this time, they were already very close to this purple vortex. The huge pulling force made their spaceship seem to be stuck in a swamp, and could only move forward very slowly. Everyone was preoccupied with maneuvering the spaceship, not daring to slack off. This is already their last hope. Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Another. Starfield. Mo Yuan, who was training against Broly, was suddenly stunned. Broly seized this opportunity in time and kicked Mo Yuan out. The huge force directly crashed through a planet with Mo Yuan. Stop. Mo Yuan opened his hand and stopped Broly's attack. I have something to deal with, you go and fight Goku. Without waiting for Broly to react, Mo Yuan had already used teleportation to leave. Broly looked at the surrounding star field that looked both familiar and strange, and the whole person froze. He only has two questions on his mind right now. Which is it? How do I get back? Just now, Mo Yuan received a message from the doppelganger. It is said that at the very edge of the northern galaxy, there was an unknown energy reaction, and it also formed a terrifying vortex that devoured everything. Fortunately, this vortex expanded to about the size of the solar system and then stopped expanding. If it can expand endlessly, then I am afraid that it will not be long before the entire North Galaxy will be swallowed. Even the entire universe is doomed. Hearing the unknown energy, Mo Yuan suddenly couldn't sit still. If he can find another high-level energy, then he can complete the transformation of Super 4. Although he also has an increase of Super 4 now, but Super 4 handsome. Mo Yuan first returned to Earth and explained to Lazily. Then according to the direction given by the doppelganger, teleport all the way over. Since there was no spatial imprint over there, Mo Yuan could only follow that direction and teleport all the way with his heart eye. After spending most of the day's effort, Mo Yuan finally saw that huge purple vortex. Space energy? In this huge purple vortex, Mo Yuan sensed a thick spatial energy. That's not right. There is another energy. But how does this energy feel a little familiar? Then he sensed a strange and familiar energy. This energy is not spatial energy, not vitality, not evil chi, nor is it the power of will, nor is it the power in Broly. Mo Yuan could guarantee that he had absolutely not been exposed to this energy. But strangely, He just felt that this energy had an inexplicable sense of familiarity. Huh? When Mo Yuan observed this vortex with his heart's eyes, he suddenly found that there was a spaceship on the other side of the vortex, and this spaceship still has the symbol of the Celestial Empire. The energy in Mo Yuan's body surged, ready to use space transfer to rescue this spaceship from the vortex range. 1 second, 2 seconds, a minute passed. The ship didn't move. Mo Yuan felt that something was wrong. I carefully observed the purple vortex with my heart's eyes. Mo Yuan found that within the entire range of the vortex, spatial energy and another energy were intertwined chaotically. The spatial transfer he used was destroyed by these messy energies. Since he couldn't use space capabilities to transfer the spacecraft out, then Mo Yuan could only do it himself. In order to be conservative, Mo Yuan turned into a pseudo-Super 4 form and directly filled the combat power. Although an ordinary spaceship can stay in it unharmed for so long, the same energy in it can destroy his ability. This made him have to be a little more cautious. Mo Yuan quickly flew towards the spaceship. As he slowly approached, a pulling force came from the purple vortex. However, this pulling force can't even pull the spacecraft back, and it has no effect on Mo Yuan. Soon, Mo Yuan left the range circle of the purple vortex with this spaceship. After rescuing the spacecraft, Mo Yuan teleported inside the spacecraft. The people in the spaceship didn't know if it was because they were saved, or because they cried with excitement when they saw Mo Yuan. As the ruler of the Celestial Empire, the people under him naturally knew Mo Yuan. When he saw Mo Yuan, he knelt on the ground one by one and shouted, "Long live the king!" Mo Yuan waved his hand. "Okay, you all go back, don't come to this area for the time being." "Yes, yes, yes." Everyone nodded in unison. Even if Mo Yuan didn't say it, they didn't want to come to this ghost place again. I almost lost my life. After Mo Yuan came out of the spaceship, the spacecraft flew away with a swoop. I was afraid that this purple vortex would suddenly begin to expand again. Chapter 117. Mo Yuan sat in the void, looking at the purple vortex in front of him. He hesitated. He was hesitating whether to absorb this energy. If it was other energy, Mo Yuan would have already begun to absorb it. But this energy he was a little uncertain. In addition to the silver energy and the vitality, and the energy on Broly's body, as long as he saw other energies, he could find them in heaven and earth. But this energy, as long as he leaves here and goes somewhere else, he can no longer sense this energy. However, his feeling about this energy is very special. After thinking for a long time, Mo Yuan still decided to absorb this energy. After all, I have to find another high-level energy again, and I don't know when I will find it. After making up his mind, Mo Yuan directly began to absorb it. Under the traction of the heart's eye, this energy gushed towards Mo Yuan. Not good. As more and more energy entered his body, Mo Yuan immediately felt that something was wrong. This energy was rampaging through his body, just unwilling to integrate into the bloodline. The huge energy instantly supported Mo Yuan's body up. Finding that something was wrong, Mo Yuan immediately stopped absorbing. But it didn't work. The energy still kept pouring in. Before, it was Mo Yuan who actively absorbed, but now these energies are shoehorned in. The body was shocked by this energy, and there was a tearing pain in the nerves. At this time, Mo Yuan suddenly felt a huge gravitational force pulling on his body. It came from that purple vortex. But now he doesn't say that he uses teleportation to leave. He just can't even move. Mo Yuan forcibly suppressed the energy of the riot in his body. Struggled to get up. Want to get out of this place. He still has a lover and a child, and he can't just die here. However, the energy of the riot in his body was increasing, and Mo Yuan could no longer control it. More and more energy was running wild in his body, and his body had inflated like a huge balloon. Boom! The body that had swollen to the extreme exploded instantly, and this huge energy directly exploded Mo Yuan. The explosion subsided. A shimmering purple bead appeared where Mo Yuan exploded. That was the core of Mo Yuan. Mo Yuan, who only had the core left, no longer had the ability to resist the gravity of the vortex, and was instantly swept into the vortex. Mo Yuan, who was swept into the vortex, gradually lost consciousness. After devouring Mo Yuan's core, this purple vortex began to shrink. Within a few minutes, the vortex disappeared. All that remains is a void with nothing. Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? At home, Lazily suddenly covered her heart. She felt a pang of unease, as if something bad had happened. No, it can't be. Lazily shook her head and whispered in her mouth. Then she took out the Dragon Balls in her arms. At this time, the Dragon Ball is still in the cooling period, just a round stone bead, and nothing can be seen. When Mo Yuan left, he told her that he was going to retreat and break through. According to past practice, it will take at least 1 or 2 months. Lazily kept telling herself in her heart, don't think too much, Mo Yuan will come back after a while. After constantly giving herself psychological hints, Lazily's face finally improved. But that bad premonition was still hidden in the deepest part of her heart. Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? equals apostrophe apostrophe GT Universe, La La Tilda. The little girl carried a small cloth bag and hummed triumphantly. Under the leadership of the most heroic me, we have finally collected 7 Dragon Balls. The whole world should thank me. I am the new savior of the Earth. Trunks and Goku next to them laughed very helplessly. Trunks, how long will it take to get to Earth? I can't wait to tell everyone a story of my saving the planet. It won't take 2 or 3 days to arrive. Huh? How long is it going to take? Xiaofang suddenly felt that the whole person was out of energy. She really wanted to go back to Earth sooner. Xiaofang, Trunks, what do you think that is? Goku shouted as he stood by the ship's window. What? Let me see. Xiaofang and Trunks walked over and looked out of the spaceship. I saw a person floating in space. Trunks panicked. That's a person, right? I'll go get him back. Seeing that it was a person, Goku immediately prepared to run to save the person. Xiaofang blocked in front of Goku with a serious expression. Grandpa, what if this person is the same as Babe? After the incident with Babe, Xiaofang had a shadow of saving people in space. However, Goku waved his hand without care. It's okay. Save it first. If it's the same as Babe, we'll just eliminate him. The dissuasion was ineffective, and Goku could only be allowed to save the person. Goku flew out in a spacesuit, and it didn't take long for him to return with a man on his shoulders. Trunks took the handle and laid the man flat on the bed. Xiaofang quietly ran over to take a look. Wow! How handsome! This look made Xiaofang almost fall. This man is tall and very handsome, although he has horns on his head and a tail behind him. He doesn't look like an earthling. But what does it matter? Her grandfather was an alien, and he had a quarter alien blood. Strange. He doesn't seem to have any injuries on his body, so he can't wake up. Trunks examined the man, a little puzzled. This person's body is not injured, his vital signs are very normal, and even this person's body is much stronger than his body. I know. Xiaofang raised her hand and rushed to answer. He must be short of oxygen. Saying that, he nodded his head very surely, looking very satisfied with his judgment. Trunks, sure enough. You can't expect too much from Xiaofang. Equals? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Equals? Apostrophe? Apostrophe? Noisy. The sound of chirping in his ears woke Mo Yuan up. Mo Yuan opened his eyes and saw a strange little girl, and, Goten? The Trunks? Of future time and space. Wait a minute. Mo Yuan remembered that he was burst by that energy, and then the core was swallowed by that purple vortex. What is the situation now? Look, he's awake. The 3 heads instantly came to Mo Yuan's eyes. Goten, Trunks, why are you here? Did you save me? And she is? Mo Yuan pointed at Xiaofang and asked. Then Mo Yuan saw the same surprised expression appear on 3 different faces. Xiaofang, how do you know Trunks and my uncle? Goku is my son. I'm Goku. How do you know my son? Trunks, who are you? Why did you know me? And Goten? Mo Yuan finally felt that something was wrong. If this person is Goku, memories of past lives come to mind from the deepest part of the memory. Chapter 118, GT World. Mo Yuan never expected that he would actually come to the world of Dragon Ball GT. But how can I go back to my original world? Lazily. Kanyin, Tanlin. Thinking of his family, Mo Yuan felt very uncomfortable in his heart. Xiaofang leaned into Goku's ear and whispered, Grandpa, what's wrong with him? It looks like it's sad. Maybe you're hungry, right? I also get sad when I'm hungry, Goku said matter-of-factly. Xiaofang looked at Goku speechlessly. Grandpa, I think you're hungry now. Ha ha ha. Goku touched the back of his head and laughed a little embarrassed. You found out. Mo Yuan, Trunks. Goku's appearance dispelled his sadness a lot. Mo Yuan sorted out his emotions. At least he is still alive, and as long as he is alive, he will definitely find his way home. Moreover, he was brought to this world by the purple vortex, and perhaps as long as he could control that energy, he could go home. Mo Yuan checked his body. There was no problem physically, but he was a little tired mentally. It may be that crossing into this world has damaged his mental power a little. The problem is not big, and it recovers after a few days of rest. There is also good news. His combat effectiveness has risen again, and the original combat power of 200 billion has experienced this time after escaping from death. His combat effectiveness has fully doubled, and he now has a normal combat power of 400 billion. This is also a blessing in misfortune. Goku looked at his granddaughter pitifully. Xiaofang, I'm hungry. Grandpa, you eat 5 or 6 meals a day, and if you eat more, we will have to go hungry for the rest of the 2 days. Without thinking, Xiaofang refused Goku's request to eat. As Goku himself said, when he was hungry, he did look sad. Mo Yuan suddenly thought that there was still a lot of food in his dimensional space. I just don't know if it can be opened in this world. After sensing it, Mo Yuan found his dimensional space. Everything inside is still intact. Mo Yuan took out a universal capsule from it, and this capsule was filled with delicacies. Capsules like this, there is still a large handful in the Mo Yuan dimensional space. Mo Yuan handed the capsule to Wukong and said, Goku, here you go. What is it? Food. Goku, who was originally listless, instantly became energetic. The two eyes looked at Mo Yuan. "Give me food?" Mo Yuan smiled and nodded. "Awesome." Wukong suddenly jumped up with joy, and then looked at Mo Yuan seriously. "You are a good person." "Wait, Uncle Goku." Trunks snatched the universal capsule in Goku's hand and took a closer look at this universal capsule. Some looked at Mo Yuan warily. "What are you? Why do you know us? And there will be universal capsules?" No wonder Trunks would suspect Mo Yuan. It was really they had experienced the babe incident before, and now they had to be careful. And in Trunks' opinion, Mo Yuan is indeed very doubtful. Whether it was Mo Yuan who knew him and Yushin and Wukong, or the universal capsule that Mo Yuan took out. These are all questionable. Also, Trunks found that the universal capsule that Mo Yuan gave Wukong did not have the logo of their company. This shows that this universal capsule is not produced at home. However, the technology of universal capsules, the entire universe is only their family. All the signs made Trunks suspicious. "Yes, who are you, exactly?" Xiao Fang also jumped out and questioned Mo Yuan. Although she likes handsome guys, she is not yet blind. Mo Yuan looked at the three with serious expressions, and said with a smile, "Don't be so serious, Trunks. Speaking of which, I hugged you when you were a child." After listening to Mo Yuan's words, Trunks' mind was full of question marks. Apostrophe? Trunks pointed at Mo Yuan in amazement. "You?" Then he pointed to himself. "Held me?" Mo Yuan smiled and nodded. Trunks quickly shook his head. "Impossible. Absolutely impossible." "Don't rush to deny it. I have proof." Mo Yuan took out his mobile phone from the dimensional space. In addition to photos with Lazily and his two children, his phone also has photos with friends. He clicked on a picture of him holding Trunks and handed it to Trunks. "Take a look." Trunks stared wide-eyed at the photos on his phone. After zooming in and out of the photo, flipping it over and over again, and tinkering for a few minutes, he finally determined that the photo had no traces of P. Trunks returned the phone to Mo Yuan and couldn't believe it. "But I don't know you at all. Mom and Dad never mentioned having a friend like you. You're from another time and space, right?" Goku, who has experienced the artificial human incident, immediately guessed the origin of Mo Yuan. "Bing Goku, you guessed it." Mo Yuan snapped his fingers, got out of bed, and introduced himself to them. "Introduce yourself." "My name is Mo Yuan, from another time and space. Before I came here, our time in that time was AIJ 774. Xiao Fang was surprised. 774? Wasn't that 16 years ago? I wasn't born at the time. By this time they had already finished looking for the Black Star Dragon Ball, and the process took 8 or 9 months. "I heard you call Grandpa Goku, so you're going and buy Dilly's daughter, right?" "In our time and space." The two of them had just dating. Goku asked, "Then how did you come to this world?" After listening to Mo Yuan's words, Wukong became suspicious, because there was no person as Mo Yuan in his memory. If it is a parallel space-time, this space-time should also have Mo Yuan's talent. "Alas, don't mention it. I was accidentally swept into an energy vortex when I was cultivating, and I woke up and saw you. I don't know how to go back now." At the mention of this, Mo Yuan couldn't help but sigh. Goku thought for a moment and raised a question. "I have another strange thing. If you are a person from a parallel time and space, why has there not been a person like you in this time and space?" You should know that parallel space-time is not exactly the same, and after Trunks traveled through space-time, the history of many parallel space-time has changed, and the space-time I am in is the same. Some things are troublesome to explain, so let's see it yourself by looking at my memory. It is too troublesome to explain. It is better to show Goku his memories directly. Of course, Mo Yuan just shows him the memories that can be shown to Goku. Some private memories must not be shown to him. Goku was very surprised after reading Mo Yuan's memory. He didn't expect that Mo Yuan was Sharu. If you like this audiobook, subscribe the channel for more videos like this and join my Patreon if you want to support me. Leave some comment and let me know if you guys like this story, or you have a web novel you like and want to hear its audiobook. I will be happy to create them for you. Please like, share, and leave a comment on the video.